Dude, the temptation to play the Kanye West remixes, man. Heartbreak, you tell me goodbye. Heartbeat, heartbreak, you tell me goodbye. Well, for the moment. Give it a minute. Oh, you guys are gonna want to see this probably.
Here's another one.
Ah, I gotcha. Should be in the YouTube description. There's also a command, but I haven't updated it. I had to change the Discord link because I kept getting bots in the Discord. I will say the best thing about P3 dancing and P5 dancing is just the fact that we got animations like this for those games as well. And I got some good remixes. This is the only one with an actual story, though. Nice.
Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
So I should say we are playing the Vita version of the game, for one reason specifically. I'll do the tutorial in a minute, one sec. After some internet sleuthing, I was able to find all of the DLC for the game, which is not currently available on the PS4 version of the game as far as I can tell. Including the Hatsune Miku one. So there's that. We'll have to play Specialist at some point. Okay, how even? What, the Hatsune Miku thing? Where did they put the tutorial in this game? I said no to the tutorial, but now I do actually want to find it a minute. Maybe if I play the story mode, it'll just play the tutorial automatically. Vita emulation? Having met Hatsune Miku is kinda ass. I haven't actually heard the whole thing. It is a lot more electronic. And they changed, like, they made it much faster. Link is expired on the YouTube one? Hold on. I should have a link. I can just drop it in Twitch chat a minute for you, a minute manually. I gotta remember to update that before this weekend for or I'll just try and remember to do that in a minute. That Maker remix is a different kind of hard. Yeah, it seems like they've all got like different levels of difficulty or whatever, right? I haven't played too many rhythm games, so we'll see how this goes. I imagine I think the goal would probably be at least beat everything on normal, right? Do the dancing Teddy. Music is good though, obviously. I mean, I hope so, gosh. Part of the DLC is also cosmetic stuff, like different outfit packs and stuff that we can mess around with at some point. Okay, whatever. Should we have, like... Where are current links? Isn't there a spot in Discord where it's like, these are all the current links we have for this? Oh, that's why. It's because it's... Oh, there it is. Yep. Found it. Have you guys played this game at all then? I know it's kind of hard to get your hands on. I do have a PS4. I could have like bought... I don't know, can't you drop like a ton of money to like get it eventually? I think some of the DLC is not available on PS4 though. I have P3 dancing for the PS4, but that's a different thing. Although I understand why not obviously all of the games have stories to them. Like, it makes sense for this, but... whatever. Dancing All Night is one of the best Persona dancings. Oh, the P3 one? IMO. Okay. I mean, like, some of the remixes are pretty good. The reason why I want to play this one over the other two is just because it has an actual story to it. And obviously I want to see the story. P4 Dancing All Night is the best. Oh, okay, yeah. I do feel like P3 and P5 Dancing, while we got some decent remixes out of them, do feel very much tacked on. And the way they monetize them was pretty weird, too. Okay. But that should be the link for you there. I'll have to remember to update that later. Anyway, I'm just gonna jump into the story mode. In story mode, you can enjoy the story of P4 dancing. First, select mode to proceed. The mode will only affect story mode and is separate from free dance difficulty. Beginner or standard? Should I do standard? I mean, I am technically only here for the story on this part, but like, I feel like we should go standard, yeah, so I actually get somewhat decent at the game. 4 dancing is the best all-rounder. 3's got some decent remixes, but 5's got the best remixes to original ratio of the 3. Okay. But yeah, this is the only Persona game with an actual story I haven't played, minus the P1, like, blackberry one. But yeah, is this the same gameplay as Project Diva? I don't know. I don't know what Project Diva's gameplay is like, to be honest. There is a Hatsune Miku DLC, which uses her Project Diva avatar, as far as I can tell. Yeah, no, for sure some of the music is pretty good out of it. I'm looking forward to the P4 revival. We'll just do standard. The P4 Revival OST. Should be some pretty good stuff in that. Let me know how the audio is. I think it's because it's an emulator, it's going to be louder than most like actual computer games, so.
お気をつけて。
お疲れ様でした。遅くまでありがとうございました。お疲れ様です。お先です。あ、失礼します。お疲れ様でした。
I am vaguely aware that this game's story is centered around an idol because she shows up in the advertisements in P5, but that's about it. Can't even lie, playing the 3 dancing games had me pretty good at staying at the center of a screen, vicariously seeing both sides coordinate the inputs. I've got fairly good at, like, keeping an eye on, like, the sides of screens thanks to, oh. Is this a Doki Doki situation? Yeah, I played a little bit of P3 dancing, and it seemed like something I could get better at, but like was kind of overwhelming to just kind of jump into. But yeah, I was gonna say, like, keeping an eye on, like, the motion tracker in Halo games. Two pipelines complete? Oh, thank you. Oh gosh, your face! Oh no! Oh well. When you wake, you're greeted with an unfamiliar sight. Maybe I'll tweak the settings later. The floors, walls, even the ceiling. Everything in the mysterious room is colored in a deep ultramarine. You have caught me at a very Warhammer 40k time in my life. Before you sits a similarly unfamiliar woman. I still have to play the Warhammer, like, Space Marine games.
ようこそベルベットルームへ。安心なさい。現実のあなたは今夢の中にいるわ。
Yeah.
でも、あなた
Trying
は
to think.
この
I've
部屋
played a
のお
little
客
bit of
様ではない。
Friday Night Funkin'. I mean, technically, I guess you could count a couple of those rhythm-based fighting games, like Dead as Disco. Shoot, the rock one that I'm forgetting the name of, and No Straight Roads, I believe. I've all played on those, and those are like action rhythm type games, but it's not quite the same thing. Some minor rhythm games for mini game content, various things, mostly Yakuza, but she fixes you with a piercing stare as if appraising you before continuing on. Outside of streams, I have played the Final Fantasy 3DS rhythm game. The theater rhythm game. But that's about it. Beyond your ken? There are no Kens here, only Barbies.
夢と現実、精神と物質の狭間にある部屋。本来は何かの形で契約を果たされた方のみが訪れる。
So I bet the Lewis scene counts as a casino distribution. Maybe? I don't know. We did have some bots, but I banned all of the ones that have actually done stuff like that, so. After saying so, she turned to her gaze downwards as if from contemplation.
しかしこの部屋では意味のないことは決して起こらない。
People in Discord were advising me that I make like a death room where if you chat in that chat room, you just get auto banned, which seems to be something that some other Discords are doing, which is kind of a funny idea, but also is like, I just know somebody who doesn't use Discord too often is gonna like jump in there and like say something and just get auto banned.
あなたがここを訪れたのも何か
Just
意
know
味
it's
があ
gonna
るのでしょう
happen.
ね。いいわ。せっかくだから少しこの部屋を訪れたお
Ah,
客
yes, the
様の
Velvet
話をして
Ballroom.
差し上げようかしら。
No one before you straightens her posture slightly, then faces you directly. It seems she's going to tell you a story about someone other than yourself. What does she intend to tell you about?
そうね。彼の話がいいわ。
Yeah, isn't there like songs where she also
あなたのお
dances?
客様の中でも私の心を熱くした忘れのお客様にまつわる話よ。
I guess if we want to, maybe for a different Friday stream, like once we've played enough of this, maybe I could jump over to the P3 dancing game and play some of the songs there. Because it should be the same thing, so if I'm fairly practiced with this one, we could jump
あ
over
る
that
町に
and
訪れた大
put
い
up
な
some
る試
scores
練を
there,
乗り
have some fun with the ones
仲
over
間
there.
たちと共にかけがえのない絆を築いたわ。絆の力は彼らを支え、幾多の試練が訪れようと、そして人ならざる力を持つ者が立ちはだかろうとも決して当然だわ。いいわ。
I wonder who she's talking to here. The player directly?
これから語るのは、そうね、彼らが我が身をとして挑んだ共演とでも言うべき話かしら。
Okay. Gives a lot of P4 arena vibes with its story and how it's presented. I guess it is kind of that same like visual novel style presentation almost. Production company Tanahaka Productions practice studio. About half a year has passed since we solved the case that took place in the peaceful rural town of Inaba. Summer vacation has been over for a while, but he still clings. Today we had come to a certain productions company's office for a particular purpose.
遅いですね、藤川さん。もうレッスン時間のはずですが。
Upon saying so, Naoto looks up at the clock on the wall. Naoto Shirogane. She's an underclassman and 1 year younger than me. But she's a detective and 5th generation of the distinguished Shirogane family. When I first met her, she had problems with how others saw her and presented herself as an adult man. Well, I don't know about an adult man, but a man. Now, though, she's shifted away from that. And dances well, yeah. There's a lot of funny animations of people dancing. Oh, I just realized Shannon's showing up on the screen. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Now, YouTube chat can see what Twitch chat is saying is vice versa. I nod to Naoto before taking out my own cell phone, scanning the back screen.
連絡は来てないな。直人
Oh,
の方は
Yu Narakami voice acting.
僕にも来ていないようです。何かあったのかな。僕はともかく藤川さんなら先輩にはすぐに連絡しそうなものですけど。
Risi Kujikawa. She's an underclassman a year younger than me. Like Naoto. She's a teen idol famous across Japan, working under this company, Tanaka Productions. Just like Naoto, she had her own issues to deal with. When we first met her, Rise had been on hiatus from her work as an idol. However, the year we spent together helped her grow, and she's certainly in the midst of making her comeback to showbiz. Actually, Rise's comeback is essentially the reason ordinary high school students like us are here in the first place.
電話してみようか。
いえ、もう少しこのまま待ちましょう。ただでさえ忙しい彼女を練習に付き合わせているのは僕らの。いえ、 僕の方ですから。
My finger hovers over the call button, but I stop at Naoto's words and put the cell away in my pocket. It's true, Rise must be very busy. It may be better to wait a bit longer and see what happens. Just as I'm thinking this, Naoto moves on to another conversation topic.
それにしても未だに信じられませんよ。自分が芸能プロダクションに通ってこんな風にダンスレッスンだなんて。
リセの業界復帰のためじゃなければ考えられなかったよ。
愛ミーツ絆フェスティバル、通称
Love meets Bond Festival. Jeez. Can we think of any more of a persona name for a festival?
結構大きなイベントですから、やはり当日はテレビカメラも来るようです。
That's right. We'll be participating as backup dancers in a performance at LMB, the debut show for Rise's comeback. Of course, Rise aside, we're all just amateurs. We're going to need a lot of practice before we can handle a real show. So far, our practice has been extremely rigorous. It's still continuing on now.
社交ダンスならなんとかなったんですが、この類は点でダメですね。異世界へ行って怪物と戦ってる方がよほど気が楽でしたよ。
Man, I still wish that we had gotten a P5 arena. Oh well. Oh man, oh wait, this is all voice. I don't have to voice it. Ha! I don't have to wear my voice out voicing this. It's all voice, even if it is in Japanese. I'll do the narration. That sounds tough.
大変だったな。お疲れ様。
遅れて得しちゃった気分かも。
仕方ないですよ。本番も近いし、藤川さんはやることだらけでしょうから。
I do like the updated designs. No. The reason why I want a 5 arena is to continue the overall plot line with some of the extended characters, like the red-haired guy, and it seemed like they were driving towards Elizabeth's goal of actually rescuing P3MC. And if we ever had a chance of there being like an overarching narrative past the games, including all the party members from previous games and stuff, that would be it. It would also be cool to get like updated designs for the P3 and P4 cast as well. Don't get me wrong, that would be cool. But the reason why I want it is because A, I think that those games play pretty well. It'd be cool to see the overall story continued, and I think that it would be fun seeing those characters in that context. We also don't get we haven't gotten any of the other Aiga sister. I believe the name Metis comes to mind, but like I think is that the right one? Metis might be the answer one, but I'm bad with names. Labris, yes. We haven't gotten any Labris since then. So just overall, there's some characters I would have liked to see continued and everything. Yes, Metis's answer, yep. And other stuff like that. That's why I personally would want a 5 arena. So it's not the only reason.
それに僕らだけじゃなく、時間を見つけては
I think that ship has much sailed at this point.
レッスンしに行ってるらしいじゃないですか。
As Naoto says, we 3 aren't the only ones of our friends who will be participating in this Love Meets Bonds festival. The members of the investigation team, our friends who helped solve countless cases in distant Inaba, will be forming at this festival as well. Yosuke, Chie, Yukiko, Kanji, and Teddy. Even now, the 8 of us are practicing our dance moves daily. Though Rise is busy with work, she's been going back and forth here in Inaba to help us teach our friends in the country.
せっかくみんなに参加してもらうんだし、最高のパフォーマンスしたいじゃない。こっちにいる先輩や直人くんだけじゃなく、稲葉のみんなとも連携取りたいっていうかさ。なのにフェスのプロデューサーがかなり厄介な人なの。
Yeah, it is kind of interesting how Joker kind of has almost evolutions for his base starting persona. Because you have his base starting persona, then you have the one based on Lupin, right? And then you have I think Mephisto is like the almost like the last evolution of it, right?
さっきだって素人を使うか
For
ら
that
無
like
駄なコス
final
トがかかるとか
sinful shell attack and everything.
好きかって言ってくれちゃってほんと頭きちゃうこうなったら意地でもちゃんとやりきってみんなの凄さを見せつけてやるんだから
まったく頭が下がりますよ。
当たり前でしょってことでナオトくんも手抜きはなしだからねさあ練習始めよ
By the way, all the Persona games do this, by the way, where they segment out the upper half and lower half of the face for facial portraits. It's just there's a bug with how the upscaling is working, or the rendering is working for this emulator, so it's you can see the lines there. The studio door opens, cutting off Rise's words. The man poking his head through the doorway might be the only other friendly face here besides Rise in this unfamiliar studio. Yeah, P4 Rise, Social Link man.
井上さんどうしたの
Inoue, yep.
てかのぞみたちも一緒じゃんなんか久しぶり
The man called Inoue gives a smile and enters the room we're in. A number of girls behind him. I don't recognize any of them.
なるかみくんに白金くん邪魔してごめんね。
あなたは藤川さんのマネージャーの
ちょっとだけ時間くれるかな。
But
君たち
instead
に
we got
紹介して
Joker
おきたい子
and
たちがいるんだ。
Super Smash Bros. So there is that, I guess. But
同じタクラプロから絆フェスに参加するアイドルユニットのメンバーなんだよ。中原のぞみ、上杉珠美、宇島すもも、それと佐山智恵ちゃん。みんなリサちゃんの後輩なんだ。
okay. The one on the right, I think it's just the perspective, but her eyes look too far apart. I see. So they're Rise's juniors. The four girls, clearly all part of the same group, smile at us dressed in matching costumes. This isn't good. I'm not even an expert on the showbiz world to begin with, so there's no way I know anything about them. Is it rude to tell actual teen idols to their faces I don't know them? If Yosuke were here right now, things would be different. However, backup comes from an unexpected place. Naoto's the one to speak up, previously lost in that next to me.
彼女たちテレビで見たことありますね。確かカナミンキッチンのメンバーの
そうそうナオトくんよく知ってるじゃんそういえば4人だけかなみは
かなみちゃんは今度出すソロ写真集の PR 中だよ。
Konami Kitchen. I recall hearing that name. I see. They're the members of that group. If I remember right, they're a popular idol group made to center around Konami Mashida, another of Rise's juniors. Four girls, Inoue-san brought here, make up the group Kanamin Kitchen, minus Konami-san herself right now.
そうね、井上さん。最近カナミだけを働かせすぎだから。来ているお仕事を全部やらせればいいってものじゃないと思うわ。
手厳しいな、ともえちゃん。
当たり前でしょ。もうすぐ絆フェスだもの。
Follow is confirmed to get remasters for 3 in New Vegas. Okay. Well, here's the question. Well, I guess I was gonna say, is the remaster is gonna be any good? But I think the what was it Oblivion or Elder Scrolls one came out? Did people like that one? The remaster of that game?
今でさえ練習時間
I remember a lot of hubbub because it just kind of got dropped randomly. But wait, she's so gonna be evil based off her portraits.
わかってるよ。あのイベントは大きな売り込みになるからね。
Why do I get the feeling these are gonna be like the bosses or whatever, basically, like the antagonists?
わかったから落ち着いて。
It was fine. Okay, so then the remasters of 3 in New Vegas will probably be fine. I guess for New Vegas it'll be a matter of like how buggy it is on launch, and if they, well, also for 3 in New Vegas it'll be like, do they update the like gunplay at all, right? Because they still have that like very much creation engine jank that 4 managed to smooth out a little bit. I'm not, even though I like Halo, I'm not personally looking forward to the Halo remake as much. Oh shoot, I missed a bit of dialogue. Tomoe-san gives a weary sigh as Sumo-san clings to Inoue-san like a pouting child. They're supposedly Rise's juniors, but I can't get a read on any of them, their actual ages. It's a little baffling. How old are they actually? If I'll be speaking directly to them, how polite should I be? While I'm thinking it over, Naoto, who seems startled by their presence in a completely different way, mutters, somewhat taken aback.
すごいですね。藤川さんがいっぱいいるみたいだ。
私そんなキャラかぶってる？なんか心外だな、先輩として。
あ、いや、決してそういう意図ではなく。
っていうか、この人が鳴神さん？
If I recall Inoue-san's earlier introduction, this aggressive girl must be Tamimi-san? Tamami-san? Tamami-san? After walking over towards us, she looks into my face and stares intently at me. Did I do something to offend her? Nice to meet you.
Narukami Yu です。よろしく。
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to GTA 6 too much as well. I don't know, dude. I feel like it just can't live up to all the expectations people have for it. It literally physically can't, but...
あ、よろしくって言った。余裕ありすぎじゃない？かっこよくて嫌な感じ。もう、たまみまたやってるよ。
All I did was say hello, jeez.
ごめんね、先輩。その子誰にでもすぐ絡んじゃうの。
I see. So that's the kind of girl she is. When I nodded at Rise's words, Tamami-san dramatically points at me. What now?
見てなさい、鳴神さん。次に会うとき、私はあなたよりずっと素敵な男子をいっぱい引き連れてくるわ。
Thanks for the compliment, I guess.
それこそ金魚のあれみたいに、もう後ろが見えないほどずらーっとね。
But like a goldfish is shit? Is that what you're saying? The air in the room goes frigid at Tamami-san's bizarre example. Was that intentionally awkward? Or should I say something and back her up?
ごめんなさいね。たまみちゃん、例え話はちょっと上手じゃないのよ。
Why isn't it possible? It's just not. But why isn't? It's just not possible. Why, you stupid bastard?
っていうか、なんであれなの？金魚の糞って良くないの？
そうね。糞でも別にアイドルのイメージは崩れないわよね。言い換えた分、逆に強調されちゃってるし。
うるさーい！もう待て！もうそんなことないんだわ！
Tomomo-san darts away as Tamami-san chases her, while Tomoe-san watches in exasperation. This suddenly became a sketch comedy. That's when the last member, standing right next to Inoue-san, steps forth and smiles cheerfully. Her name was... right, Nozomi-san.
ダメじゃないかみんな。レディーはおしとやかにしなくちゃね。
はじめまして。白金直人です。
The last time one of them almost did pull it off, Igor lost an attendant. Eh? Pull off what? Igor's nose? What?
お目にかかれて光栄です。僕の顔、しっかり覚えてくださいね。
I see. No wonder she's part of the same group as the other three. Nozomi-san seemed at first glance like someone you could talk to normally, as opposed to her colleagues. But it seems she wouldn't be a cakewalk either. Naoto must have been thinking the same thing. When I looked at her, she's desperately trying to relax her frozen expression as she responds to Nozomi-san.
よろしくお願いします。
はいはい。
All right.
みんなそこまで。
Okay.
あまり素人さんたちを困らせないようにね。
お構いなく、僕らは平気ですから。
Yeah.
あ、その通りだ。
あら、大人の対応。あなた好感が持てそうね。
はい、そこまで。 先輩たちもダメだよ。ちゃんと止めてあげないとこの子たちずっとこの調子なんだから。っていうかさ、彼らってリセ先輩の何？なんかまだいっぱい来るんだよね。友達とは聞いてるけど全員彼氏とか？違うっつうの。てかそんなわけないでしょ。みんなはね、私の大事な人たち。かけがえのない大切な仲間なの。
This is a lot of dialogue dumping, but I assume that's just set up for like the rest of the game, so it's kind of whatever. I mean, to be fair, P4 Arena had a lot of dialogue dumping too, and that was a fighting game. For a moment, the four of them are at a loss for words upon hearing Rise. An odd silence settles. What's wrong? I don't think what she said was that weird.
仲間ですか。素敵な響きね。
でもまあ、鳴神先輩だけは私の特別だけどね。
Cutting off my train of thought, Rise grabbed my arm and clings, like usual. I know she's just joking, but Rise, can an idol like you afford to do something like that in front of other people?
藤川さん？
参ったな。まあリスちゃんだからいいけど。
っていうか井上さん、もうみんなの紹介終わったでしょ。私たちちゃんとレッスンしなきゃなんだから。
そうだね。それじゃあそろそろおいとましようかな。みんなは夕方の取材まで一旦休憩しようか。楽屋にいてくれれば呼びに行くから。
The members of Kanamin Kitchen reply in unison and bow before promptly and smoothly filing out of the room. Maybe it's odd, but ever since I started coming to Tanaka Productions, excuse me, I've seen a lot of people here automatically shift gears like this. They really are professionals. I suppose it goes to show that even though these girls are entertainers, show that even these girls are entertainers through and through.
ああ、そうだ。絆フェスのテレビ CM 今日から流れる。みんなに連絡してあげるといいよ。全国。
そっか、わかった。ありがとう井上さん。
Okay. Inoue-san is the last to leave, and we're back to just the three of us in the studio. So it's sudden quiet in like the aftermath of a storm. Naoto mumbles, almost involuntarily.
テレビ CM。この前撮ったやつですよね。僕ら本当にテレビに出てしまうんだ。
今さら実感しちゃった？そうだよ。全国にみんなの顔が流れちゃうの。直人くんももう後には引けないんだからね。
勘弁してくださいよ。そういう言い方。
CM の方、後でみんなにメールしとくね。とりあえず練習始めましょう。
ああ、連絡しなくてもみんなきっと見てるさ。
そうですね。こんなお祭り騒ぎをあの人たちが放っておくとは思いませんから。
She has a point. I think of the faces of our friends in Inaba, and I can't help but smile. The Love Meets Bond Festival's TV commercial introduces all the participants of the event, so we all participated in that filming too. Going to appear on TV, and this time it won't be on some bizarre program that only comes on at midnight. That does feel a little embarrassing. It'll certainly be an exciting experience. Not to mention, my friends are even more attentive to this kind of thing than I am. They probably already invited each other over and are waiting for the commercial's broadcast. Funny mental image brings a smile to my face. Oh, this is the commercial then.
世界に熱いダンスパフォーマンスと歌声を響かせよう。豪華出演陣に加えてとびきり旬なスペシャルゲストも多数参戦。実力派小悪魔アイドル藤川理瀬、食肉系アイドルユニット増田かなみ&かなみんキッチン。
アイビーツ絆フェスティバルで熱い絆を確かめ合いましょう。私たちをおいしくメンシ。
Of course, they're grouped up at the. Of course. I didn't expect there to be more animation for this, though. That's kind of neat. That night, Rise, Naoto, and I were still spending our time on dance practice at Tanaka Production Studio. Oh. Actually, and oh.
正直きついです。難しいなこれ。頭では理解しているつもりなんですけど。
そうじゃないよ。頭で考えちゃって。
Hello.
体が動いて
How's it going? While I have people here, tomorrow and Sunday stream is also going to be around this time. So if that works better for you guys, let me know. I'll be able to see how many people actually show up for those. So even if you don't want to watch the whole thing, show up and say hi, just so I know that more people can actually show up at that time. Because if it works better for most people, then we'll do that going forward. Anyway. If it doesn't, then we'll just go back to doing the earlier in the day, but... Oh, I was waiting until you were around, Lorenzo. Probably not right now, but like ask me again like on a Saturday or Sunday. I can just pop it open and we can finish it out a minute. I just beat RE3, so that's fun. Cool. Is it the remake or the original? What do you think about when you dance? Try and keep up? I just have fun. Original. Okay. Sunday's fine. Okay. Just let me know when you're by and we'll pop it open and finish it up. But somehow Umbrella will return.
Koraiダンスとは信仰や自己表現において言葉を使わずにそれを表現し伝達するための手段として発達した文化ですから。うまい下手の問題ではなく、僕が学ぶべきなのは恐れずに自分を表現することなのかもしれません。もう、
ナオト君難しく考えすぎだってば。
Yeah, you can. Especially since they're trying to do like cheery younger girl like type characters.
とにかくナオト君の場合は振りとか間違えてもまずはただ楽しんじゃうこと。
I just figured I'd pop it open and finish it up. I'm not gonna make it a whole stream probably, because like you said, there's probably only like 20-30 minutes.
じゃあもう一回最初からやってみようか。
今すぐですか？少しだけその休憩を。
Rise is still raring to go, but it's clear to see that Naoto's legs are shaky and she sounds flustered. A quick break might help. As I'm deciding how I can help the situation, my cell that I'd set off to the side begins ringing loudly and vibrating. Because that's the default? Caller ID shows the name Yosuke Hanamura. Yosuke to the rescue. I'm not sure if this P4 dancing has English voice acting for its stuff, because it's a side game.
じゃあ、なるかみ先輩が電話してる間だけ休憩ね。
It does? Oh, okay. Well, this is the only way I found to like have all the DLC, so you'd be surprised how difficult that is actually. I don't know, maybe there's an undub mod that I could figure out as well. I mean, all the text is in English. I just assumed that it was a Persona side game, so not all of them have English voice acting. Like PQ2 doesn't, right? Maybe. We could find out in a bit. Dance voices. Ooh, pause music is nice. But no, I'm not seeing anything like that for right now.
平気だよ。
それよかった。
Maybe. At the sound of the familiar voice on the line, I can't help but smile in relief. My partner, Inaba, keeps talking in his usual careless, carefree tone.
見たぜ見たぜ、キズナフェスの CM。 昼間にみんなで集まってジュネスのテレビでさ、ああいうの見るとテンション上がっちゃうっつうか。
Gotcha.
俺たち今日から有名人。今のうちからサインとか考えとくかな。
それもいいかもな。
とにかく明日俺らもそっち行くから、朝一で出るし午前中にはつけると思うぜ。俺らの特訓の成果見て驚くなよ。
楽しみにしてるよ。
Even at our first practice, Yosuke surprised us all with his naturally deft moves. At videos that Rise's been recording prove he's only been getting better and better. It's been a while since then, so I'm sure he'll show us a dance as amazing as he says. Lost in thought, I pick up on what sounds like arguing on the other side of the call. It's already starting. I can easily picture what's happening on their end, and I end up smiling despite myself.
お前クマ、ちょっと待ってっつの。後でちゃんと変わって。もしもし、そちら先生。クマはこの通り元気でやってるよ。
It may just be how this was set up. Like I said, I had to go on like a 2.5 hour like long internet adventure trying to find all the DLC for the Vita version of this game. And the only way I could find it was to find an already set up version of the game. And so it's possible the person who did that applied the undub because they preferred it that way. Because emulation.
そうか。
There might be a filter or something I can mess around with that. Because what you're seeing is like the sprite, because Persona actually breaks up all the faces into a top half, which is the eyes, and then the bottom half, which is the mouth, so they can independently animate them. Usually you wouldn't be able to see it, but Teddy is a resident of the TV world that we met through the case we solved. It's not terrible. Like, I might be able to change the way it filters to get rid of those when I get a chance to play around with the settings at some point, but and also it won't be visible in like the main gameplay, like the actual like rhythm gameplay whenever we get there. Still, he's an important friend. Teddy's a resident of the TV world that we met through the case we solved. Still, he's as important a friend as the rest of us. Right now, he lives at Yosuke's. Normally, he wears his trademark bear fur, and the local kids know him as a mascot at the department store at Juness. However, judging by the tone of his voice, he must be taking his inner form as a young man right now. Sounds like he grabbed Yosuke's cell away, though. He might end up regretting that.
そっちはクマがいなくて寂しいでしょう。でもね、もう大丈夫だよ。
I was surprised at the direction of Teddy's new EN dub for P4 Revival. It sounds a lot less high-pitched and stuff,
クマも明日。
which, you know, some people may much prefer, so. I'll be coming tomorrow with the others to get married to you, Sensei.
それはすごいな。
もちろん、ナナちゃんとパパさんも一緒だよ。それから最近のクマは。
I do think that something that's kind of lost in translation is the fact that, like, Teddy misuses words a lot because he's, like, literally, like, not... he's, like, 5 or whatever. And he's just not used to the whole human English words or talking kind of thing. So he misuses a lot of words in the original Japanese, where he just like says words where he doesn't know what they mean or whatever. Like when he's talking about Yukiko's like wanting to hook up with a hot stud or whatever. Like he doesn't know what that means. On the other hand, it sounds like Teddy turned around and a melodramatic scream rings out. I shift the phone a little farther from my ears. Business as usual. My guess is that Yosuke just got back up and saw Teddy with the swipe phone. I think I know them well enough to work out what'll happen next.
クマ、俺がまだ話
相変わらず仲がいいな。
どこがだよ。とにかくそういうことで明日行くから、リセとナオトにもよろしく言っといてくれ。じゃあな。
また明日。
あれ、鳴神くん、スタジオはもういいの？
I turned at the familiar voice and see Inoue-san standing there with a can of coffee in his hand. It seems pretty late already, though. Being the manager of a teen idol must be a pretty demanding job.
いえ、まだ借りてます。陽介に電話していたので。
そうなんだ。昼間は騒がせて悪かったね。まだリセちゃんも一緒？
ええ、練習に付き合ってくれてます。
そういえば俺がまだだったかな。本当によく出演 OK してくれたよ。これ飲んかい？
I graciously accept the coffee and answer Inoue-san's smile with one of my own. Agreed to perform. Inoue-san's most likely referring to backup dancing at L&B.
ありがとうございます。俺たちの方こそ驚きましたよ。まさかリセが芸能界に復帰するステージに一緒に出演を頼まれるなんて。
絆フェスの出演が決まってすぐリセちゃんがどうしてもって言い出してね。いくら仲がいいと言っても君たちは一般人だ。正直僕も最初は反対したんだけど。
Ordinary folks, yes.
君たちの練習を見せてもらって納得したよ。これはいいステージになるってね。
そうなんですか。
長いこと業界やってるからね。マネージャーの勘ってやつかもしれない。君たちと出会ったことで間違いなくリセちゃんは変わった。前から光るものを持った子ではあったけど、それが前以上に磨き上げられた気がするんだ。君たちの間にいるリセちゃんはそれまでに見たどの彼女よりも、だから君たちにかけてみることにした。新生藤川リセの最初の大舞台をね。
頑張ります。
こんなこと言ってプレッシャーかけちゃったかな。でも本気だから安心してくれていいよ。僕らはプロだ。
I do like the little animation. I'm kind of covering it up with my guy on the right hand side. Like the little color animation that plays every time you advance forward the dialogue.
必ず喜ばせてみせる。
The UI is pretty slick.
藤川リセのマネージャーとして僕も全力でサポートするよ。
Inoue-san usually seems like a fairly stoic person, but when he talks about Rise, his face really lightens up. I guess even as a competitive showbiz professional, Rise has that much charm. I'm filled with sudden pride and relief. From both his praise of Rise and his confidence in us, I can only reply with a grateful nod.
ありがとうございます。
僕急いでるんだった。スタジオ僕から言っておくから、そのまま使ってくれていいよ。
It'd probably be even cooler on an actual Vita where you can probably tap to the screen to advance dialogue too.
あまり遅くなりすぎないようにね。
わかりました。
I assume the original
何かあったんですか？
way to play this, you could either play
いや、いいんだ。鳴神くんさ。
with touch controls or controller controls.
見てないよね。似た人がいたとかでもいいんだけど。
いえ、見てませんが。井上さんに紹介してもらった時だけです。
それならいいんだ。ごめんね、変なことを言っちゃって。じゃあ、
Ooh, main plot thread. I recall the four idols I met this afternoon as I considered the situation. They might not be on Rise's level, but they're big names for Tanaka Productions. It seems odd that Inoue-san, a manager, would ask me for their whereabouts. He looks somewhat flustered as well. Yeah, I mentioned that when he showed up. He's the P4 Rise social link man. Could something have happened? As I puzzle over it, someone bolts in front of me and trips, flailing wildly. I wonder if he'll have a portrait in Revival, because he technically has one here, like he has a defined appearance. Oh, hello, main girl. Not directly, but like I think it's definitely implying that like they've met before. Seeing her skid across the wax floor of the hallway like a baseball player sliding home catches me a bit by surprise. Like they're familiar with one another, at least to some degree. And after extreme fall like that, she might not be up to talking. There you go. All right.
顔から行きました。痛えです。あ、見られてた。ごめんなさい。本当にごめんなさい。なんでもないです。平気ですから。急がず、騒がず、すぐに退散しますから。というわけで、いざ、さらばー。
The girl babbles on and on before she zooms off at full speed, like a clumsy tornado. What was that all about? She took quite a fall. Did she hurt herself? Actually, I guess I've been off the phone with Yosuke for quite a while now. If I make the others wait any longer, Rise will probably get impatient and get Naoto up and practicing again. If that happened, Naoto would definitely hold a grudge against me. It'd probably be best if I hurried back to the studio. Having reached a conclusion, I quickly head back with coffee in hand to where Rise and Naoto are waiting.
Senpai,
おかえりなさい。
これこれ。絆フェス直前レポート。
When I get back, I find Rise and Naoto in conversation while looking at their cell phones. Rise beckons me over and I sidle behind them. Looks like they were looking at the website affiliated with LMB Fest. Look at the phone screen as well, and see a reporter with the 4 members of Kenamin Kitchen we met this afternoon.
本当だ。カナミンキッチンの皆さんが出てますね。
それではカナミンキッチンの皆さんからファンに一言ずつコメントお願いします。
Kenamin Kitchen? Okay, I'll try to remember that.
じゃあ癖はあるけど食べたのやみつきあなたの召使佐山智恵です。絆フェスに来てくれたらいっぱいサービスしちゃうわね。
やっほー。いつでも1番、だしなら2番、骨の髄までふわふわ麺取り、上杉たまみでーす。
So it is Tamami, okay.
絶対見に来なさい。来てくんない人は一生口聞いてあげないんだから。
Yeah, they do feel like a lot more... The art style does feel a little bit different compared to like P4 or P5. They feel a bit more 90s anime, if that makes sense. Like, I wonder if they were referencing like older idol shows or something when they made the portraits.
僕たちと一緒に素敵な夜を過ごしましょう。絆フェスが僕たちと君の大切な記念日です。
See, it's an interview with the members of Kenamin Kitchen, since they're performing at LMB. In any case, that had quite an impact. Should we think of a greeting like this too? My gaze drifts while I'm lost in thought, and Naoto mutters, sounding a bit overwhelmed.
すごいキャッチコピーですね。羊に鳥、豚と馬ですか。
Huh. I guess what were they working on between P4 and P5? Because they did have this game. They had P4 Arena, they had this game. I think those were the 2 main spin-offs, right? And then they later had Golden, but that's kind of like not super big. They were doing P3 Portable, I guess? Right?
個性的というか、なんというか。
カナミたちは食肉系アイドルユニットっていう売りだから。
食肉系。食べられる側なんですか？
今はアイドルなんていっぱいいるから、そのくらい個性的じゃなきゃやってけないよ。
Wasn't P5 announced in... No, P5 came out in 2016.
まあ、
So like a year after this game. And they had already pushed it back, so they would have been working on P5 at this time.
無茶な要求をする悪徳プロデューサー VS それでも頑張る若手アイドルって っていう構図のおかげで今の人気を掴んでるんだけどね。
What's the angle? The battle between the corrupt and possibly demanding producers and the hard-working idols.
悪徳プロデューサーって芸能界って本当にそんな人がいるんですか？
うんうん、そうじゃなくて、それも売るための戦略なの。
It's not actually like that. That's just a strategy to get them over with the
まあ
public.
あの人の場合、それが戦略だけかどうかも怪しい感じだけどね。
そうなんですか。
今回の絆フェスの総合プロデューサーもその人。まあ業界にはいろんな人がいるってこと。
From Risei's description, it sounds like there are a lot of strategies in this showbiz world. Interesting. The reporter on screen moves towards an even more flamboyant girl standing behind the other four members. Yeah, everyone else was 2017 though. Yeah, so that's why when I'm super late on releasing the P5 video.
はい、ここでいいですか？
この方はテレビで見たことがありますね。
この子がカナミンキッチンでセンターやってる。
What was the original P5 release date, right? Ah.
私がお休みしてた間もポストリセチとか言われてて、悔しいけど確かに今すっごい人気なの。復帰しても私勝てないかもって思っちゃうくらい。てかあの子また胸大きくなってるし。
I guess there was a pushback for a localization for a couple of months.
どうも、お肉は霜降り、動きはゆっくり、食べたらネメシの大きな牛さん、真下かなみです。
Yeah, it was supposed to come out on the PS3 in 2014.
皆さん、絆フェス当日が
So even if you want to say that it would have
一
been,
緒にお祈りしちゃってくださいね。
so even if you want to say that this is a couple years before P5, like they would have been working on it already because they had already pushed it back a little bit.
最近あっちくて、お昼とかいっぱい汗もかくので、ちゃんとお風呂して、ついでに歯も磨くですよ。ありがとうございました。では最後に皆さんでいつものやつをお願いします。はい。では皆さん、絆フェス当日は会場で私たちをおいしく召し上がれ。以上、絆フェス直前レポートでした。
昼間紹介された時、かなみさんだけいなかったな。
単独写真集の PR だと言っていましたね。
正直カナミは他の4人より全然売れてるから、カナミンキッチンっていうくらいだし。
というか、この前テレビ CM を撮った時もそうでしたけど、当日舞台に上がる人たちはその道のプロフェッショナルばかりなんですよね。やはり僕ら素人が出ていい場所じゃないんじゃ。
ナオト君またそんなこと言ってる。大丈夫大丈夫。私たちだってキャラの濃さならカナミたちに全然
I guess going back to what you were asking about them talking about Inoue being in P4, Virgil, I guess they technically can't confirm or deny whether or not the MC did Risei's social link, but it's implied that he's at least aware of Inoue and like they seem to have interacted somewhat before this.
褒められてませんよね、それ。
ああ、そうだな。
とにかく大丈夫なの。ねえ、今日はもう遅いし、あと1回だけ練習してから終わりにしよっか。
もうそんな時間です
Well,
か。
we cannot confirm nor deny what choices the player made during their playthrough of
確かに
Persona 4.
明日は花村先輩たちもこちらへ来ますし、少しでも英気を養っておく方が良さそうですね。
Actually, we can confirm that the P3 MC did not save Chidori because she's never once mentioned in P4 Arena other than to say that she's dead, I think.
とはいえ僕、今日はもう
That's the
疲
only
れてしまっ
major
て
decision I can think of
これ
that's
以上は
confirmed.
パスさせてください。
だらしないなあ。わかった。
I mean, you
じゃあ、
can
ナオト君は
make
休
some
んでて。
pretty, like, off-color, like, and weird dialogue choices even in this game. Although they matter even less here.
まだできるよね。
そうだ。リセが頼むなら頑張れるかもしれない。
先輩、もしかしておねだりしてる？なんかそれって可愛いかも。仕方ないなあ。じゃあ、私がお願いすればいいんだよね。先輩、お願い。もう一回だけ付き合って。
Oh man, I'd forgotten I'm dealing with a veteran teen idol, and a popular one at that. I smile wryly at my own oversight and nod to her while rolling my shoulders to stretch my tired muscles. Looks like I can keep going a little longer.
じゃあ、なるかみ先輩、レッスン始めたくなったら言ってね。
Alright, do we actually do a rhythm game? Oh, yes, finally, tutorial. That only took an hour. It truly is a Persona game. It only took an hour to get to, like, gameplay.
Everyone! みんなのクマクマよ。先生たちがレッスンしとる間にこっちもおダンスするクマね。まずは基本ね。飛んでくるノートっちゅうのに合わせてボタンを押すクマよ。
I like the Preston icons at the top there. That's fun. Those are probably from SMT4. Let's play. We are on YouTube.
あら上手にできたクマね。ほんでは次クマーシュ。時々こんな輪っかが飛んでくるクマよ。これはスクラッチっちゅうて左右のスティックで音を出すクマ。失敗してもミスにならんをボーナスなので無理に狙わんでも大丈夫クマよ。
Oh,
こ
okay.
こ
There.
に輪っかが重なるタイミングでスティックをどっちかにベシーっとよろしくば。今ちょっと違うのが飛んできたクマね。これはフィーバーリング中でスクラッチして音を出すんだけども、ここが満タンになるまで成功しておくとステージがフィーバーするクマよ。フィーバー中はいろんないいことあるからぜひ狙ってみるクマね。ほんでは最後にステージクリアについて説明するクマ。これがお客さんたちの気分がわかるノリノリゲージね。盛り上がりに合わせてこんな風に変化するクマ。おダンスの途中でもテンションだだ下がりだとステージが終わっちゃうし、最後まで踊れても盛り上がってないとステージクリアにはなりません。それとここだけの話、お客さんがノリノリでフィーバーに突入するとちょっといいことあるクマよ。さてほんでは仕上げね。レッツダンシングクマ。
Okay. Should I go and try Specialist? Okay, after this, maybe? If the story ever lets up. I let the adrenaline from the dance fade and take a deep breath to calm my pulse. Today's practice tired me out, but it looks like I managed to dance through it. I don't want to sound pretentious or anything, but I think I've been moving a lot more smoothly lately. In the beginning, all I could hope for was to just get through the steps. Kind of strange I'm getting used to this, when it used to be such an ordeal.
お疲れ様。すごい進歩だよ。レッスン始めてそんな経ってないのに。
すごく様になってまし
Yeah,
たよ。
just a lot of setup. I think we still probably have a bit more setup because we haven't gotten into any sort of TV world shenanigans yet. At Rise and Naoto's praise, I smile in return and take a moment to towel off. That's when I hear a slow clapping from the room's entrance. We all glance over. Oh, they already got it covered.
落ち水プロデューサー
Oh, at Rise's words, my attention goes to the woman leisurely striding towards us. From her elegant, formal appearance, I get a sense of pride, dignity, and unmistakable authority. That demeanor. Could she be the overall producer of LMB Fest that Rise mentioned?
ほんと
It's this
見
woman.
事だわ。
There's your culprit, Corgi.
わざわざ会議を中座してまで様子を見に来たっていうのにね。
何か用ですか？まだ練習中ですけど。
用がなければ来ないわ。桜プロも落ちたものね。井上がどうしてもと言うから許可はしたけど、藤川理瀬。まさかこんな学芸会レベルの子
She
たち
sacrificed her third
舞台
born
にあげる気じゃないわよ
to
ね。
avoid the wrinkles.
前も言いましたけど、先輩たちの出演は主催者さん側の OK ももらってます。ファンのみんなも応援してくれてるし、事務所も私の売りになるってちゃんと判断してくれてますから。
そうね。あなたのファンはそう言うでしょうね。じゃあ例えば藤川理瀬に興味のない他のアイドルのお客はどう思うかしら。
それは
失礼、取り消しましょう。ただのタレントでしかないあなたにこんなことを言うだけ無駄だわ。
ただのって失礼よ。
お飾りの人形に文句を言ってどうなるわけでもないでしょ。わきまえるべきは作り手よ。あなたの場合、井上。
Outrage suddenly flashes across Rise's face, and the room is suddenly tense. This could get ugly. This producer, Oshimizu, some of what she's saying is correct, but isn't something we'll take lying down. It's not just Rise. Even though we can keep a better handle on our emotions, Naoto and I are feeling that same anger. Before Rise has a chance for an outburst, I step forward to make calm eye contact with Miss Oshimizu.
先輩。
言い過ぎでしょ。リセは一生懸命やっています。
なるほど。大した友人ね。でもそれはただの慣れ合いよ。そんなもので生きられるほど現実は甘くない。
What do you mean real life? This is real life. That's where we are right now. What do you mean? Rise is already a successful idol. What do you mean real life?
私のプロデュースするイベントで半端なステージは絶対に許容しない。死ぬほど練習なさい。恥をさらすのは自由だけど失敗は許さないわ。
That is the point of practice. Miss Oshimizu makes her brief speech in the same curt tone, unfazed by my gaze, and then turns on her heel, heading towards the door. No wonder she's risen so high in the world of show business. Though part of me is impressed, I squash that feeling and continue staring at her as she walks away.
でもあなたたちの舞台なくなるかもしれないわね。藤川理瀬、場合によってはあなたにカナミとデュオを組んでもらうわ。新しいセットリストは明日出る。どちらになるか後で井上に連絡しておくわ。
どういうよくわからないんですけど。
わかる必要はない。あなたは指示に従うだけよ。その場合あなたたちのステージはなしね。
待ってください。明日僕らのみんな今回のフェスに出演するためにわざわざこちらまで。
それは申し訳ないわね。席は用意しておくわ。楽し。
Bro, you're gonna change the whole thing like a day before? What the fuck are you thinking? Miss Oshimizu abruptly exits, leaving us in shock. What's going on here? I'm struggling to grasp what just happened. We won't be performing? Naoto must be thinking the same thing. When I meet her eyes, she looks as bewildered as I am.
何よ今の。私ちょっと井上さんに確認してくる。
藤川さん、行っちゃいましたね。何がどうなってるんでしょう。
今から追いかけようか。
どうでしょう。僕らが行っても何もわからないんじゃ。藤川さん。
Isn't Rise at the door, but strangely familiar girl. Where have I seen her before? Right, she's the girl I saw earlier in the hallway, the one who had a nasty faceplant.
あはー、すみません。落水さんはその。
But then it'll be too obvious that she's obviously the main girl. We have to keep up the thin veil of mystique that she is not the main girl, even though it is plainly obvious.
落水。
Something
Oh.
fog.
プロデューサーさんなら先ほど出て行かれましたが。
Seeing Naoto looked to me for confirmation, not to the girl before us in assurance. More importantly, I had forgotten to ask earlier. I hope she didn't hurt herself too badly when she tripped.
ありゃ、そうですか。参ったな。
失礼ですが、あなたは。
I wonder what the kanji on her shirt says.
かなみ、なんでここにいるの？
ほうわ、リセ先輩だ。お久しぶりです。
Okay, so then the fog clears up, so it's like, oh, what? It's her? Who could have guessed? What? After Rise bursts through the door, the girl greets her cheerfully, as if they know each other. This place is a showbiz office, so it's only natural that Rise's acquaintances would be here. However, we're caught a bit off guard. And I think Rise called this girl Konami just a moment ago. Wait, is she really?
リセ、悪いが俺たちにも
あ、この子がかなみ。
かなみさん。
What? It's Konami?
おどろおどろ
What?
としてるし、なんか冴えないし。
いや、変わりすぎでしょ。完全に別人ですよ。
よく言われます。
She really does seem completely different. It's hard to believe that this Konami-san is the same as the Konami-san in that video. Still, now's not the time for that. We need to hear what Rise has come back here to tell us. I sort out my thoughts and take a deep breath before looking to Rise.
それよりリセ、何が大変なんだ？
あ、そうなの。井上さんは捕まらなかったけど、変な話聞いちゃって。
変な話。
うん。あ、かなみ何か知ってる？のぞみたちがいなくなっちゃったって話。
いなくなった？カナミンキッチンのメンバーが？
そうなの。なんかどうやっても連絡取れなくて、井上さんたちそのことで
It's
走
funny
り回って
hearing
るみたい。
remix versions of these same songs. At least it keeps things somewhat fresh.
落水さんがあんなこと言い
Even
出
if
した
they're
のも
using them in the same like type of C. It's interesting hearing similar themes but remixed in these kind of situations. Rise's revelation is enough to shock us all into brief silence. I can't get in contact with the members of Kahneman Kitchen? We just met them this afternoon. I see. That must have been the reason Oe-san asked me earlier if I had seen them. And then there's Miss Uchimizu. This would explain why she suddenly ordered Rise to pair with Konami-san, and why she told us that we may not be performing. At that moment, everything connects. Next to me, Naoto rests her hand against her chin thoughtfully, as if making deductions. What do you mean, as if? It's Naoto, of course she is.
なるほど。フェス当日まで彼女たちと連絡が取れなければ、イベントに穴が開いてしまう。
Oh, did they? I didn't notice that too much. Well, I mean, they had to give him a new design, right? They had to give him a new design for the dancing game, like they did everybody else, so they had to make a new portrait anyway. Although Naoto's new design just amounts to, yes, I unbutton the top two buttons, basically, right?
でも、カナミンキッチンの子たちとは昼間会ったばかりじゃないか。
Yeah.
少し連絡が取れないくらいで、そんなことまでするから。
すると思います。落水さんなので。私知ってるんです、その話。落水さん、お前がいればどうとでもなるって。でも私やっぱり気になって、 それで落ち水さんを探してたです。
I mean, yeah, everybody got a new sprite because they got a new outfit.
そうとでもなるって、あなたのグループ
For
の
the
メ
most
ンバー
part.
じゃないですか。しかも相手はテレビに出るようなタレントさんだ。何か事件に巻き込まれていたらどうするんです？
Although now that you say that, I wonder if they are just reusing the golden portraits for some of them.
わからないけど、
I
フ
assumed
ェスが
that
終
they
わ
all
るま
had
で
new
騒ぎは
portraits.
しないって。
Maybe they don't hear yet? This might be Naoto's golden. Gotcha. I think what it is they'll probably have new portraits when they get into like the quote-unquote TV world, when they start doing the dancing stuff. But right now, Rise and Yu Narukami are the only ones in their new duds. Because everybody has like new outfits that they wear in like the opening intro sequence and everything, right?
まずはイベントの主催
The
者側に
animation.
掛け合って
So I assume that like
警察に
once
捜索
that
願を出
happens,
してもらい
they'll
ましょう。
have like
それから
sprites.
待ってくれ。
Rise and Naoto look at me in surprise as my suddenly halting their conversation. Please don't give me that look. Rise's anger and Naoto's precautions are both justified. I learned these past few months that the showbiz world can be pretty cold, but this is something different. As far as we can tell, 4 girls have gone missing. This sounds like a case. However, we need more information. I looked to Kanami-san and asked the question on my mind.
かなみさん、ともえさんたちと連絡が取れなくなったのはいつ？
あ、そんなに前の話じゃないと思います。
Kanami really does look a lot like Futaba here, huh?
私も落ち
More of
水
the
さん
face
から
shape
そ
and
の
the
話を聞
glasses,
いたの
though.
がついさっきなので。
さっきも言ったけど、俺たちも昼間彼
Do
女
they
た
have
ち
a
に会ったば
bird
かりだ。
squawk in the remix of this music in the background?
今警察に行ったと
Kind
し
of
ても
sounds like it.
まともに話を聞いてくれるとは思えない。それに、
I
もし
think
本
they
当に
do.
何でもなかった場合、彼女たちにも迷惑がかかってしまうんじゃないか。
そっか。
Sure.
そうだよね。
Yeah, you're right on that point.
私だってこの前とか井上さんにすごい迷惑かけちゃったけど、その時もずっと待っててもらって。確かにあの時警察に届けとか出されたらもっと大問題になっちゃってたかも。
あ、私も久々のお休みに次の日まで寝ちゃった時、事務所さんが先方に謝って風邪ってことにしといてくれたです。もう寝すぎちゃって頭痛かった。
それはちょっとレベルが違いますが、確かに鳴上先輩の言う通りかもしれません。ではこうしましょう。
Well, for one, you as the MC, right? And you said that they didn't like the one that they had for fighting. And for two, this is like a game centered around idols and like the whole rhythm game thing. So they probably felt the need to give Rise, who's probably going to be more central to the plot,
主催者側に彼女たちの安否確認をお願いする。それでも彼らが動いてくれない場合は、僕らが責任を持って直に警察に届け出よ。
いいんじゃないか。明日になれば陽介たちも来るし、堂島さんも一緒だ。
I have a lot of reasons for holding off on doing anything drastic until tomorrow, but this is the main reason. Oh boy. I never say his first name, okay? Ryotaro Dojima. I think I said that correct. Okay. My uncle from Inaba will be coming here tomorrow along with his daughter Nanako. He might be on vacation, but my uncle is a working police detective. For a case like this, I'm sure he'd be the best person to go to for advice.
もし警察がダメでも堂島さんなら話を聞いてくれるかもってこと？さすが先輩、頭いい。
Rise clasps her hands in front of her chest a bit melodramatically, which Naoto nods as if to hide a satisfied smile. What a nostalgic feeling. I can easily tell what they're feeling by their reactions. That's when I noticed in the corner of my eye, Kanami-san is staring, dumbfounded, unable to join in our conversation.
うわー、皆さん仲良し。いいなぁ。
いろいろあったからね。いつの間にかみんな仲間になっちゃってたって感じかな。
仲間。
ほら、ぼーっとしない。 カナミも協力するんだからね。
私も入れてくれるですか？
入れるも何も、あなたはのぞみさんたちが心配でおちみつさんを探しに来たんですよね。だったら最初から僕らと目的は同じな。
ああ、だけど無理強いはしない。かなみさん、
私がどうしたいか。私も皆さんと一緒です。タマミンたちが心配ですので。
だったらもう君も俺たちの仲間だ。
私、皆さんの仲間です。
明日花村先輩たちが来たらもう一回みんなで集合だね。あ、カナミはお仕事でしょ。何かあったら私からメール入れておくから。
いや、
っていうかカナミ、何でも人が言ってくれるの待ってたらダメだよ。アイドルなんだからどんどん前に出なきゃ。内気で可愛いとか言われるの最初だけだから。
はい、すみません。
厳しい世界ですね。
よし、時間も遅いし今日はこれで解散しよう。
じゃあ私たち汗拭きたいし、先輩はちょっとだけ隣の部屋ね。しばらくしたらまたここに集合ってことで。
私は明日早いのでこのまま失礼して仮眠室で寝べしです。
わかった。じゃあみんな行動開始。
We nod at Rise's words and each go our separate ways. I need to freshen up and wait for Rise and Naoto to finish changing, so I take my things and head to the room next door we're using. Still, I'm worried. Konami Kanemen Kitchen's members' whereabouts are unknown. What could have happened to them? We got a mystery, gang! After getting ready to leave and killing enough time for Rise and Naoto to change, I return to the studio and find the door ajar. I guess they've finished getting ready to go. I take a quick glance inside, just to be safe, and see them standing around in their belongings, lost in conversation. Looks like I may have made them wait instead.
でね、カナミがプロデュースを受けたら悔しいけどやっぱり途端に売れ出したの。
Dude, save data on the Switch one was also always kind of funky. Between like the islands thing with Animal Crossing and like having it go through a really weird system to try and transfer save data over from one Switch to another. Like, didn't you have to pay like a premium? Like, you have to have like the Nintendo like subscription service, like My Nintendo or whatever, to like change your like pass over your save data from one Switch to another, right? It's like a whole process.
あの人いつもあんなだから実力はあるのに悪徳プロデューサーって言われてるの。アイドルを酷使してファンから臆面もなくお金取ろうとする最低のプロデューサーって。鬼とか悪魔とか金の亡者とか言われてて、おかげでファンにまですっごい有名なの。だからカナミたちをプロデュースした時は自分があの子たちに無理難題を押し付けるのをテレビで流させて。
Meanwhile, Niham Falcon allowed me to upgrade Trails in the Sky for $1. That's probably the bare minimum they can set it to, probably as well. Yeah, or just covers like the like basic fees of doing something like that, maybe.
なるほど。確かに彼女たちが虐げられても懸命に夢を追う姿が放映されていれば、同情や共感から彼女たちを応援したくなる人々は多いでしょうね。
Yeah, the Switch 2 edition stuff is kind of weird. Because, like, if you think about it, like, you have PS4 versions of PS3 games, right? And they're generally just, like, remasters, like the Last of Us remaster, and just, like, stuff like that, right? And it's, like, it's a different version of the game, but if you had the original version of the game, you might be able to, like, get a discount in some cases, like for the PS4 to PS5 version and stuff like that. But there were a lot of games that like got ported to the PS5 from the PS4, almost too many games, and just had like basic free upgrades, or like you paid. I guess they kind of did the same thing there too, huh? I guess that's true.
あの人の場合、カメラ回ってなくても同じだから本気なんじゃないかって思っちゃうのよね。
確かにあの態度を見ていればそう言いたくなる気持ちもわかりますね。
でしょ。毎回何も知らされてなくていきなり無茶なことやらされるの。出てる方の身にもなってほしいわよ。
Sorry that I'm still talking about this, but man, this Reese spray is so weird to me because it just randomly appears in P4 Golden's epilogue, but not in P4 Arena. But it is used as the base default spray for Reese here. Gotcha. Yeah, I see what you mean.
それはたまらないな。リセはどんなことをやらされたんだ？
普通それ聞いちゃう？まあ思い出したく
Aw,
ないレベ
man,
ル
I
っ
wanted
て
more
こと。
exposition.
今回だってそうでしょ。事情は分かったけど説明なしでいきなりカナミとデュオを組めだなんて。あ、もしかしてカナミンキッチンの行方不明って落水さんが仕掛けたプロモーションだったりして。
その可能性は思いつかなかったな。
ないない。さすがに落水さんでもそこまでやんないよ。多分。
そうですか。ですが今回の件と関係があるかどうかは別として、実は僕も
妙な噂？
ええ。
If you go to the festival website at midnight, it plays an unusual video. We call it the Midnight Video Hour.
動画を最後まで見た者は
ちょっとナオト。
すみません。もちろん死んだはずの
Welcome to the Midnight Show with Jimmy Fallon and this dead idol who hung herself by a ribbon. Tell me, ma'am, how weak was your neck that you could hang yourself by a ribbon?
でもそこはいいんです。
Also, we have Forrest for that.
僕がこの話をしたのはそういうことを言いたかったわけじゃないですから。
Bro, I thought I was playing P4 Dancing, not DDLC. Reese and I can't help but exchange looks at Nato's inability to hide her anxiety. Alright, see you, Lorenzo. Thanks for hanging out. Still, she's right. Now's not the time to be worrying about something like that.
続けてくれ、ナオト。
ええ。とにかくこの噂、少し引っかかるところがあるんです。
引っかかるところ？
その少し似ていると思いませんか？僕たち。
雨の日の午前0時、消えているテレビを見ると、そこに運命の相手が映し出される。
Candace Dick
真夜中
in your mouth. Jeez. The Midnight Channel. The cause behind the mystery we were faced with when we were still just ordinary high school students. A world within TV. Okay, we all know what the Midnight Channel is. We can see the obvious parallels. We can all see where this is going.
ただこの噂には
不可解な点？
実際に被害者が出ているんです。それもここ最近その数は急増している。ああ、もちろん被害者と噂との間に因果関係は証明されていません。むしろ噂の方が後から発生した可能性すらある。ですが事実として何人もの人間が今も昏睡状態に陥ったままらしいんです。
昏睡状態？
Man, hearing these Japanese characters speaking Japanese is weird.
何それ？
Yeah.
全然知らなかった。
It kind of throws me off sometimes too when playing like P5 in Japanese and stuff. Although it is kind of fun to hear when they use actual English or whatever. Like On uses a lot of English if you have the JP voices on in P5. Is this another case with another world? That's what Rise's probably been trying to ask. I was wondering the same thing myself, but Naoto shakes her head in response to Rise's question.
いえ、事件かどうかはまだわかりません。僕もついこの間仕事で小耳に挟んだだけなので、詳しく調べて、もし本当にあの事件との関連性でもあれば、皆さんの意見を聞くことになるかもしれないと。
午前0時に絆フェスのサイトを。
Offhand, I glanced towards the clock high on the studio wall. 11:58 p.m. Almost midnight. If I pointed it out, at the very least, the three of us could check the truth behind the rumor, but
もうすぐ0時だ。
do it.
みんな
Do
で
it.
確かめてみない
Do it.
言われると思いました。正直この話が巴さん別件だとしても。
見るって今ここで？もうわかったわ。はい、先輩はこっち。
Okay, just do it.
特に
I check the clock on the wall again and see it's now a minute before midnight. I just hope nothing unusual happens.
何これ？
Cutscene. Rise's voice pulls me back to the phone screen, and I see something completely new being displayed. Crackling static fills the screen, and an eerie light flickers. Countless shadows sway in the visual noise, just barely visible. Who knows, man? We don't know anything about P6 other than green and cemeteries, man. And that leaked concept art.
確かに
Probably not, to be
人影が
honest.
見えますね。これ踊ってるように見えませんか？
There are no subtitles for this.
終わっちゃいましたね。
Well, if I don't show up for tomorrow's stream, I've been pulled into a world with a bunch of idols. Don't come looking for me.
こんなのただのいたずらよ。運営側に確認してやるんだから。あ、それか落水さんのプロモーションよ。また変な噂流してカナミたちのことを売ろうとして。
That's when I noticed it. Just on the edge of hearing. What was that? I concentrate trying to figure out what that sound was. If it's just us here, I can't have heard anything that unusual, right?
どうしたんです先輩？今何か聞こえませんでしたか？
I'm sure you're
多分
imagining
気
it.
のせいだろ。
気のせいじゃないよ先輩。だって今。
この声。
なんだあれは。
I follow Naoto's gaze and notice an eerie light swing near the studio ceiling. Like a fog machine or a strange pyrotechnic effect is lit up by a strange light. It's as if it's looking down upon us.
誰よ。なんで私の。
Yoink. Oh my gosh, the story does not stop. No breaks.
先輩、鳴神先輩ってば。あ、起きた。よかった。
I stare at the sound of Rise calling my name. Where am I? The last thing I remember is that weird light in the Tanaka production studio. And then
リセ、ナオト、二人とも無事か？
私たちは大丈夫。っていうか心配したのはこっちだよ。先輩だけなかなか起きないんだもん。
ともあれ無事でよかったです。まあ状況は決してよくありませんが。
暗くてよく見えないな。ここはどこなんだろ
う。わかりませんが、おそらく例の動画を見た者が連れて行かれ、どうやら。
I didn't remix this song apparently.
この声は。
To our midnight stage.
真夜中。
An ideal where no one hurts or gets hurt. We will not be doing RPG or fighting game gameplay today.
私たちを一体
こんなにたくさんの子たちがあなたたちのスケッチを待ってたんだから。
Well, all the songs in this are remixed. One of the best things that came out of the dancing games is the fact that we have a new new tracks for each one, remix versions of the base game, and also some new stuff, I think. The shadows that fill the seats give an eerie cheer and sway their bodies as if to command us. What are these shadows? They've been waiting for our for Reese's performance? A closer inspection, the shadows' bodies are all connected from their necks, hands, and legs with strange ribbons, writhing as if alive themselves. This isn't good. If battle breaks out, it won't be easy breaking through their numbers with just the three of us.
ふざけないで。無理やり冗談じゃ。
なんだシャドウ。
All of a sudden, the shadows stop moving, and a silent stillness falls upon the area. At the same time, the music, no more like an eerie song I've been hearing ever since entering this world begins, increasing in volume, as if encroaching from far beyond. After the mysterious voice allowed to reply, the shadows begin moving their limbs in time to the song, as if they're dancing. Suddenly, we're hit with an overwhelming weakness. We have to fight just to remain standing. And instinctively, since Naoto's intent, we react at the same time. As if Naoto's quick draw and my call to the persona in my heart were completely simultaneous. Oh my gosh, Naoto just P3'd herself. Unbelievable. Both my persona and Naoto's bullet disappeared like smoke before they even reached the shadows. Every day. It's quite cool. We got a laugh in the sun, so the sadness streaks when you have friends and food. Does that mean that the P4 Golden, like this P4 battle music, is what Rise is playing canonically? I mean, that would be in line with how Atlas did in music in Medical, right?
ですが先ほどのように別の音楽と動きに奴らを巻き込むことができればあるいはしまった
It is very funny to just have the diegetic iPod on the ground while this cutscene is playing.
藤川さん奴らもダンス
ナオト
こっちの音楽にシャドウを巻き込めればいいんだよね。
リス
先輩、もし直人君の言ってることが本当なら今の私たちにならできることあるよ。私のペルソナであのシャドウたちにこっちの音楽全開で届けてみる。さっきの音楽にあいつらが反応したなら少しでも影響を与えられるかもしれないし、でもそれだけじゃ足りないかも。だから先輩も力を貸して。音と動きが効いちゃう。
No, not the spin-off games. To be fair, she was OP in
できる
Q1.
はずでしょ。大丈夫。先輩のクールなダンスあいつらに見せつけちゃって。
All right, gameplay. Show me gameplay. Time to make history.
やってみせる
Day. Hide from it. Gotta play by the rules. Play it cool. Gotta laugh in the face of the saddest race. Foes look alike on the face of it. The history. Fight over placing it. Fight over placing it. Hide the times. That's how your life gets by. I know it's new thoughts to say. Ain't no other way. On up to the flame. Fade, looking straight unto the light. Stand.
どうだ どうだ よし どうだ
Oh, extended lyrics? Oh, I didn't know this version had new verses.
どうだ
I guess that makes sense. Ah.
Persona ペルソナと心の力俺の心の在り方でいくらでもその姿を変えていく傷つくだけじゃ戦うことだけじゃない今の俺にならできるはずだ俺たちは変わり続ける
All right.
答えろイザナギ
This human-like animation is cursed. This animation is very human. Oh my gosh, Izanagi's got a guitar. Play Freebird! Okay. Not great, not terrible. Okay, what if I... Oh, okay, so we are through like multiple chapters. Okay. I think that'll probably be enough story for now. Let me go back to free play mode a minute and like do some actual gameplay. Let's play a couple of songs and then probably call it a night. Yeah, let's take a break from dialogue and do a couple of the songs that we have unlocked by default. Oh, hello. Girl gangster. Oh my gosh.
Persona 4ダンシングオールナイト
やってやるさ見ていてくれ
出番だぜ相棒
いいぞどうだうまくいったなよし完璧だ
Oh, they haven't told us how to do those yet, but yeah, I know how to do those. I mean, it's just a hold, so. And that's just a dual hit. You have to hit both at the same time. This is easy, by the way. Just gonna point that out. This is the easiest difficulty of this, like, of this version. To be fair, things aren't moving super fast, but like, if you wanted to even perfect this, it would be annoying. Oh, I missed that. Didn't bring my combo though, so I guess we're fine. Yeah. No, these games get pretty challenging. Full combo though, right? Yeah, didn't get a miss, so full combo. Ah, nice. What's a miss? Miss. Pursuing that true self. Okay. Oh, this is the easiest one. Okay. Oh, I see. Easy. Okay. What outfits do we have for Yosuke? That's different. If you saw the all-night patter for Miku's Heaven, you'd explode. Yeah, I've seen some stuff. I messed around a bit with P3, and I was like, oh god. Okay. Okay.
サクッといっちまおうぜ。
よーしけーガツンと気合
I wonder if there's more extended versions of like lyrics and stuff for these songs. Gotta add it to the visuals in the background though. I have a hard time paying attention to them while I'm doing this, but oh, I missed that fever. Ah, missed. Oh gosh, Kuma. What is with this Doug Dimmadome ass outfit that Teddy's got going on? I'm Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Ballhogs. They're the worst team in the league. Dang, I really feel like I hit that. Okay, whatever. Well, not gonna get full combo on this one. Oh well. Oh shoot. The worst offender of this layout style is Tanaka's theme. Oh my god, you could not pay me enough to try and test that. I want it all day. Yeah, I think... Oh my gosh, she's Elvis. You're right. Oh gosh, what is that? All right, let's hear what this remix is. Do we have anything other than the Doug's Dimmadome? We have P4 Arena. Oh, we have Jack Frost. Let's go with that.
Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
とってもプリチーな熊のダンス虜になっても知りませんぞ。
大丈夫です。いつも通りやれば必ずいい結果を出せますよ。
See if this remix is any good, shall we? Amazing relationships. I don't dislike it so far. It's a boy! Oh my gosh. Not sure about those vocals, but okay. But Teddy's animations for it are funny. This one's a bit of a mixed bag. It's not terrible, but it's like not offensively bad or anything. Oh my gosh, just random Naruto jump scare. Yeah, I feel like the vocals are just like the most like hit or miss thing for me. Like those pitch shifted ones. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat while I'm doing this, by the way. That's one thing about this, I'm gonna have to like talk to you guys between doing this stuff. Nah, not terrible. Oh my gosh, he's a DJ. The best friend is probably the best you can get to. Remix wise, anyway. Oh my gosh. That is so hyper. Okay, fine. We can do the fog once. What do we have for... Oh my gosh. Yeah, of course. For the... That's funny. He only has 2 outfits, and one of them is from the Persona Classic stuff. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Come on. This isn't that bad. We're only on easy. I like this breakdown here for this remix. I think that's what this kind of thing is called, where it gets like a bit more low energy. I'm not paying super close attention to them, but Adachi's dance moves are very funny, by the way. Managed to keep up a fever enough for MC to show up, so there's that. Did a good job making this section look kind of like a fight too. Dancing fight. Something out of a musical or something. Oh, I missed that. I'll be honest, I couldn't pay too much attention to his dance moves because I was busy working on the music. I think it'd be obviously hard to like on normal or hard. But it's some very funky dance moves. It feels very odd to have him dancing like that, yeah. Do we do the Hatsune Miku or do we wait till next time to do Hatsune Miku? Or we could do the worst. No way, we have to do this one now. Nope. It's too late. We're doing it. We're doing the worst one. Okay, let's see it. I kind of see what they're going for with this remix, but it does feel very disjointed, and not in a good way either. It feels way too busy, like there's way too much going on. I feel like if they didn't have the vocals, it honestly would be better without the vocals. Like the vocals feel so tacked on and unnecessary. I see the vision, but like, dude, you need another chance, like, attempt at cooking, because like, what? You burned it. I see what you were trying to make, but dude, you burned it. You left it in the oven way too long on this one. It's funny how like Persona's got such great music in SMT and just Atlas games in general, and then you get stuff like this, and also the rapping music from the anime. Also, the visuals in the backgrounds feel like very superfluous. I understand they didn't want to have a whole animation for this because I believe this was a DLC song, but like, yeah, I'll have to maybe think about like, see if I can get the English VA stuff going or whatever. And maybe we can, actually I could go and see if that's an option in the menu, but I think it might just be a way this version of the game was set up. Oh, that's what the tutorials are? They're in the start menu on that? Okay. Oh, hey, Miku. Yeah, I agree. Oh, enables scratching using the left and right button. Why wouldn't I not do that? Yeah, let's put that on. Yeah, we can wait on Miku. Let's do a few more songs. Let's see if we can find people that we... Okay, what is this? I don't know if I've heard this. Oh my gosh, it's Labris. And Metis. That's kind of cool though. Is that it though? Just Metis and Labris? Huh.
Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
ズンタカタズンタカタリズムに乗ってとかなちゃんのダンス見れるなんてワクワクするからね。
Oh my gosh, what? Oh right, I can scratch using left bumper and right bumper. Need to remember that. The vocals are too slow for how fast I want this song. Other than that, not terrible as like a baseline backtrack, but like the vocals are too slow for this style of music, I think, personally. Oh, I think I missed the first fever. Oh well. Okay. You'll buy the rest of them from Tanaka's shop, yeah. Yeah, because of the shopping area here. I see support items. Oh my god, what is Tanaka yelling about in the background? Oh my gosh. Coronet armor for Naoto and black cat suit and reindeer. Okay, it looks like Naoto has some of the best costumes in the game. What about the Salmon Axe? Sure, I can buy that, I guess. Oh, does it just like, is it a permanent bonus, or do you just like use it once and it's just done? I'm not sure. Let's see.
Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
ウォーミングアップだ。
お兄ちゃんだ。ファイト
うまくいったな。
This one should be a lot easier than the previous ones we did. Nanako? No, no Nanako. I heard her voice, though. I was hoping she'd jump up and start dancing. The visuals in the background are very cool, but like sometimes distracting. Oh, extended lyrics again, right. There she is! Hey! Okay. We're, yeah. At least unlocking a lot of songs just by playing the free dance mode. Oh gosh. Alright, it's Nanako, so why not? Oh, the P4, sorry, the golden epilogue stuff. Nice. And the Witch Detective one from the anime, nice. Oh, I guess cosplay, nice. That one I'm not sure on, actually. Is that a Red Riding Hood one? If they remake P2, do you think they'll remove Hitler from the game? I don't think you can. I think that's part of the problem with trying to like put out those games again.
Persona 4.
I mean, you could just keep the like German censoring. I done? Oh, okay. I don't hate it. I hadn't heard this one before, but it's not bad. Ah. play, Naoto. Good reuse of the horns in the background there. Yeah, you could just give him sunglasses and like call him the Fuhrer, I guess.
どんどん上達していますね。
Yeah, I don't think it's done. I think it's Red Riding Hood. Or Red Hood, right? I don't know. I could be misremembering, but I think that's who the demon is supposed to be ripping off. Oh gosh, Teddy. Okay, we should probably do like one more and then I gotta probably call it for tonight. Is this a good one to end it off on, or is there a specific DLC one you guys want to see a minute? Yeah. I don't think I have the Junes theme song unlocked yet. There's this one, which I think just has a video of
Persona 4.
I think this is like, isn't this gonna just have a video? Yeah, he does. Towards the bottom. I played it earlier. It was DLC though. Right, this is the opening of one of the animes. The anime, like the original one, was really good though, I will say. Golden made me appreciate Marie more, and they managed to work her better into the group and make her feel like actually everybody's friend rather than kind of shoehorned in. But oh, this is... That one was pretty short. Let's do one more. Let's do this one and then call it a night. What does Marie have? She has this one and then that one. Okay. Oh, and there's also Margaret too. French Margaret.
Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
始まるみたい。レッツダンシング。
This is the theme from P4 Arena.
決まった？
Or actually, is this Persona Q? Shoot, I can't actually remember now. No, it is PQ, isn't it? Because Burn Your Dread. Travel like Marco Polo. Okay. I just heard the Burn My Dread and I was like, is it PQ? Because PQ's music mixes elements of P3 and P4, obviously. Oh my gosh. Look at, okay, just for gits and shiggles, what is the most difficult song that we have access to? It's probably one of the DLC songs, right? Okay, you said the fog. Let's, for gits and shiggles, let's see. I can change the partner. Huh, interesting. Let's see how long I last. I probably will not last super long. This will be very quick, I imagine. Yep. That's how quick, like, just dead. Revival bread is empty seats. You have earned a trophy.
いつでもどうぞと。よくわかんないけどやればいいんだろ。難しいよこれ。
Yeah.
失敗か。いいじゃない。疲れるだけだし。
New personal
これで
best.
助かったよ。
Okay, that's it. Give up.
あれ？お疲れ様。
Okay. I think this is enough for now. We'll have to do more of the story next week, but doing the free dance stuff is a lot of fun too. I do think that at some point I want to go through and beat everything on normal at the very least. Maybe we can pick 1 or 2 songs and do those on hard. Anyway. But I had a lot more fun with that than I thought I would. I was a little like, ooh, rhythm game. Am I going to have fun? No, it is fun. It is good fun. I hope it's fun for you guys too. I think that sometimes rhythm games, like, if they're not done, like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes, depending on the rhythm game, it can look very uninteresting to actually watch. But at least the music's good. So if you're hopefully using me as second monitor content while you do something else, because I don't blame you, that's what I do with a lot of stuff. Hopefully the music's at least fun, right? The dancing games are a good bit of fun, mainly because they're so simple. Yeah, I think the only complicated part about the rhythm game itself is the fact that you have notes coming at 2 different directions on the screen, right? You have to constantly be looking left and right. $5DMN is a good one of the 3 to really try and get a hang of. Oh, P5 dancing, you mean? Yeah, I only have access to this and then P3 dancing. Like I said, if you guys are enjoying this, maybe for the next few weeks, we'll keep doing this stuff. I think so. I should say with Fridays, I do, if I need to do like 3 or 4 hours of grinding or something, I might do for the weekend streams. I might do that on Fridays still. But for the foreseeable future, we'll probably be doing this for a while. Yeah, I guess if I see P5 dancing out in the wild or something, maybe. I don't know. It's just hard to justify. Because, like, what is Sony selling it for? Because that was my big thing of, like, I could buy this on the PS4, but, like, if I go to the, like, Sony website, right? Because you can buy, PlayStation games through your, like, web browser. And then, like, download them. Which is the way you have to buy some games on the PS3 and PS4 and stuff. But yeah, anyway. So if I go to like Persona 4, or just let me just put in Persona. Oh, that's gonna be way too much in it. Yeah. Okay. Persona 4 dancing. Well, let's just do Persona 4. That'll probably give me most of what I'm looking for. Persona Dancing Endless Night Collection is still $55. And that's P3 and P5 together, like P3 and P5 dancing. Yeah, because is there even a way to buy P4 dancing anymore? Like on the store, I don't think there is. I think you have to like go out of your way to do something dumb to get it, don't you? Where can I buy P4 Dancing All Night for the PS4? The only way to get it is to buy the combo pack of 3 and 5's dancing games. You need to get the cartridge for the Vita or entire PS4 with it already on there. Yeah. Yeah, I think what it comes down to is eventually once PlayStation 4. Once you can mod a PlayStation 4, then I could do it, but other than that. 3 or 4 years ago, it looks like you were able to buy the digital collection of them and get a code to download P4 Dancing. Yeah, it looks like if you buy the Endless Night collection, you might get P4 Dancing. Ha! Yup. Additionally, okay, hold on. I'm just gonna show you this. One sec. I have to like... Yes, the only way to get it on PS4 or PS5 is buy the bundle. It should appear in your library. If you buy them separately, it doesn't appear. Yep. Additionally, if you buy P3 Dancing or P5 Dancing individually, you're locked out of P4 Dancing as you can no longer purchase the bundle. Guess who that happened to? Amazing. Yeah, I guess if I'm also seeing here, one thing I am seeing is like it did go on sale at some point for 85% off in 2025 around the end of next month last year. So if it goes on sale for like Black Friday or something, I guess like the Endless Night collection, I could see myself picking it up for like 85% off. Sure, I'll buy P3, 4, and 5 Dancing for what's this, 15 euros, so like 20 USD. I'd buy that for all 3 of the games, sure, but I'm not gonna do it for, what is this, 100 euros? So it's gonna be like what, 120 bucks? Well, actually, because it's this, I think, right? The Endless Night collection. I think this is the thing that you're supposed to buy. Yes, it's not. Okay, so it's $55. It's still kind of a lot. But like, yeah, I guess I could get it, but it is kind of a lot still. Also, I think a lot of the DLC for P4 Dancing is kind of like hard to find nowadays. It's like kind of hidden. You have to kind of go out of your way to find it. Like if I do Persona 4 Dancing. Yeah, you can see like it's not showing, like nothing from P4 Dancing is actually showing up on the store. I think if you're in the game and connected to the internet and like go to the DLC stuff, you might still be able to buy it, but you're doing a weird workaround to buy DLC. It's very odd. And I think not even all of it's on there. Like, I don't think, like, for example, I don't think the Hatsune Miku thing is going to be, like, a thing on there anymore, right? Let me just double check, because if I do P4D, because they're abbreviating stuff in the DLC for the other ones. Yeah, so. Yep. Yeah, Atlas is a bit hit or miss on how accessible they make their games. Thankfully, once Sony bought them and P4 Golden did really well on PC, they've been getting them to put way more of their games on PC and make them more accessible, but it's still at a level where there's some really weird inconsistencies with some of this stuff. I don't know. Honestly, rather than remakes of like P3 and P4, if I could like press a button and get like P1, P2, P4 dancing and like some of those other games on PC, I would take that over the P3 remake. If I could get like pretty much everything besides the Persona Q games onto PC, because the Persona Q games would take more effort because they're dual screen setups, I would take that over the P3 and P4 remakes personally. But you know, that's, yeah, it's like the PS3 360's Dragon Dogma Vanilla having the Berserk crossover gear that got removed. Gotcha. Yeah, there is some stuff like that. At least with those consoles, though, you can soft mod them one way or another, so you can mess around with them a little bit. But yeah, something I gotta think about. I kind of want to get a better PS3 than the one I have, because the one I have is one of those ones with the slide top covers, like the super slim ones or whatever. I want to get like a previous revision and like soft mod that at some point, but I just haven't gotten around to it. It's not a huge deal right now. I mean, I do play some PS3 games on stream, right? Most recently, the I think the last one I played on stream was oh gosh, the Yakuza zombie game, right? But yeah, sure. Yeah, there is some weird stuff like that. I mean, if it's on PC, then usually people can find a way to mod things like that back in. But if it's not on PC, like in this case, then you're kind of up a creek without a paddle. Even for me, like, even going the emulation route, actually getting the DLC working on the emulator itself is a bit of a pain. Like, I had to, like I said, do a 2 or 3 hour, like, deep dive, and the only way I figured it out was somebody had some random YouTube video with no commentary, no music, completely silent, screen recording their computer screen, and they had like the whole thing set up with like the JP dub and everything, and all the DLC, which is great. I'm glad I found that, but it was like a 2 or 3 internet adventure to find even that, so it's not super accessible. But anyway, well, that was a lot of fun though. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll be back again tomorrow a little bit before this time with Digital Devil Saga. We're gonna keep playing that. Been having a lot of fun with that. I do genuinely think that it has a better job/skill system than Metaphor. Metaphor be slacking. But well, that's future. What was it? Well, that's future Homer's problem when he eats like a whole tub of ice cream or whatever. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out, Corgi, Virgil, Lorenzo, Explosion. Anybody else lurking on the VOD or well, lurking on the stream or watching back on the VOD? I hope you guys are all having a great day. I hope you have a good weekend. I will hopefully see you tomorrow. If I don't see you, I hope you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good night. You all have a good night now. All right. Bye-bye. Okay. All right.